Come on, baby, take a leap of faith. We got a love that's worth the wait. Darling, you've been on my mind. Gonna love you to the end of time. to all that feeds your soul. I know a place where the sun shines every day. So come with me, I'll take you there. I'll take you.